You were the king of your freshman football team. You had the leather jackets and everything. You always thought, hey, I should be playing the NFL, but something kind of derailed your dream and you kind of had to go a different direction. Well, now you want to play again. Well, the AAF, if you got skills, they'll probably pick you up. Hi, I'm Mike Floyd with the Turtle Show, and today I want to talk about how you can actually play for the AAF. After our last video, which discussed what is the AAF, a lot of people hit us up asking okay, how can I play in the AAF? What do I have to do to actually get into the league? So the AAF, or Alliance of American Football, is doing what they're calling the Alliance Player Allocation process. So each team in the AAF, all 8 teams, will have a footprint, an alliance footprint, what they're calling it. And so under this footprint, they'll have a bunch of colleges, several NFL teams, and a CFL team assigned to them. So it's like a region. So essentially, like the Birmingham Irons are going to obviously have the Alabama school. To join the AAF, there's a 3-phase process that you can do. So the AAF did have a combine, which they have 4 different locations. They have in Los Angeles, Houston, and 2 in Atlanta. They're back in August. So at the combine, they have their basic stuff like, the position drills for all the QBs, the running backs, the DBs, and the lines and stuff like that. And pretty much it just allows people to see what's going on. It's just like the NFL combine, but in 4 locations, which is pretty awesome. Instead of just being in Indianapolis, everybody has to go to that stupid Colts stadium. So say you get past the combine and you get invited to a tryout. So there's 3 phases for the tryout. So the first phase is the college selection. Players will be allocated to the Alliance teams based on where they competed in college. If a player's college is outside the Alliance footprint, the selection process moves to phase 2. So let's take our Birmingham Iron example. So say like a player played for Alabama. If they pass the tryouts, they pass the combine, and the team wants to offer them a contract, then they could just sign them. But say San Antonio Commanders wants to sign the said player from Alabama. The Alabama school does not fall under the San Antonio Commanders college footprint. So then that player will move on to phase 2. Players will be allocated to Alliance teams based on their most recent NFL or CFL teams. So let's take our same person. So Joe Blow played for Alabama. He tried out. Since his school Alabama fell under the Birmingham Iron college footprint, he will automatically go to the Birmingham Iron. Well, Birmingham Iron doesn't want him. They're like, hey, we got enough players, try somewhere else. So then say the San Antonio Commanders want to pick him up. Well, Joe Blow played for the Dallas Cowboys for like a season. So the Dallas Cowboys is an NFL team that falls under the NFL footprint for the San Antonio Commanders. So then the San Antonio Commanders can pick up Joe Blow. Now let's say the San Antonio Commanders don't want to sign Joe Blow either. Joe Blow moves on to phase 3, which is open selection. So what happens if Joe Blow did play for Alabama, didn't get picked up by Birmingham Iron, but didn't play in the NFL or the CFL, so therefore couldn't get picked up by, say, the San Antonio Commanders because he didn't play for those 5 teams that were allocated to that team. Then he goes to the open selection, which is phase 3. If a player's college is outside the Alliance allocation footprint and he did not play in the NFL or CFL, then he could be offered an open contract from any of the 8 teams. So therefore, say the Arizona Hotshots were like, hey man, you're a really good DB. We want to give you a shot. We know you didn't play for the University of Phoenix. Come on down and holler at us, we'll give you an open contract. So there's just 3 different ways you could possibly get in. So I do like the fact that they're focused on the college ones first. When we release the videos for each one of the teams, we'll show which colleges and NFL teams and CFL teams are allocated to each team. But then I do like like I said, I also like the fact that it's the colleges first, then they go to the NFL guys. So it's giving the college dudes a shot. Because a lot of these guys, they did play back in college and they possibly weren't good enough to make it to the NFL. So now they're getting a chance to actually show off their skills again. Then they're going to the NFL, CFL guys, and then open selection for everybody. Even if you didn't go to school and didn't play for a D1 school, you still have a chance. There's a lot of good JUCO schools out there like Pearl River or Jones County. They have a lot of good players. So this will help these guys out. So one big topic that everyone wants to talk about is money. Say you get signed by the AAF, how much money are you gonna be making? You got to eat. So league co-founder Napoleon, he stated that the league will give players a 3-year non-guaranteed contracts worth $250,000 each. So 3 years, 250 G's to play football, and I think it's a 10-week schedule. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The players can leave the league, which is set to kick off February 9th to go to the NFL. Napoleon stated that it's unclear if the rights will revert back to the AAF after the 3-year period expires, or if the clock stops ticking on the team's 3-year rights when a player gets caught up to the big time. So this is kind of like with the CFL. So I think Johnny Manziel got signed by the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and he's playing, and then say like the Jacksonville Jaguars like, hey Johnny, we want you to come play for us. The Jacksonville Jaguars like, hey, we want you to come play for us. Johnny can leave the Tiger Cats and go play for the Jaguars. Now say like Doug Marrone's like, hey Johnny, you're just not, cutting it out for us. We want to go a different direction. They can release him. He'll go back to the Tiger Cats because they still have the rights to him. That's why you see a lot of these things in the news where it's like Terrell Owens was picked up, the rights for Terrell Owens was picked up by such and such CFL team, or random high school players like Tua Tagovailoa for Alabama. His rights were already picked up by the Edmonton Red Blacks or something like that. Bill Polian also did state that each of these contracts will have state-of-the-industry health insurance and an education stipend to any player that completes a year in the league. So all you gotta do is just do one season in the league, and now you got health insurance and an education stipend. So that's gonna be that's actually pretty good. I mean, not only are you making money, decent money, playing a game that you love. So not only are you making close to $80,000 a year playing a game that you love, you're also getting an education stipend. You're also getting health insurance, which is something that's really, really big right now, especially in America. Everybody needs health insurance, and having this company willing to give it to you, willing to help protect their players, is a pretty badass thing. And like I said, they did have the 3 combines. They had the ones in Los Angeles, Houston, and Atlanta. I think Atlanta was like two days or whatever. The players that wanted to try out, they were charged $175. So that's to just show like you're actually serious about this thing. You just can't show up and like, hey, I'm gonna try out and be super sloppy. When you're putting your own money on the line, it's kind of different. So the last thing I want to touch on is, if you want more information, you gotta definitely follow these social media teams for these different teams. So I follow pretty much every single AAF team on Instagram, and when I tell you they're posting literally every nugget of information that you could possibly need, they post everything. And the AAF Twitter is just blowing up all the time. So if you play football, I mean, and you're actually really good, and you think that you should be a professional football player, this is your shot. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, there's really $175 to chase something that you've been training for your entire life. It might be the stepping stone that you need to get into the NFL. So I would go out for it personally, if I had the skills and the height and everything else. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, and we'll see you on the next video.